Hey Fart fans and YouTube in general, I'm Dave Sicily and welcome back finally after a brief hiatus to World of Warcraft Arcane Mage build. Yes, this is the Arcane Mage run, a general loosely built version of a Arcane Mage from World of Warcraft. So what do we got? We have, what is it called? We have nope, that is the wrong spell. We have Arcane Blast, which I am not using on anyone. Let's find some. I gotta actually use something on. Okay, let's blow up some birds, shall we? Okay then, so we have Arcane Blast. We have, once I find another creature to shoot, we have, what's it called? We have Arcane Missiles. And we have Arcane Barrage, which is not quite Arcane Barrage, but, you know, it's two spiraling little balls of energy, which is Arcane Barrage. We have Blink. And we have, I forget what the spell's called. Let's see, it's on my list here. You know what? I don't have it on the list, but we have that effect where they can cast a sigil on the ground that gives you a magic boost, just like the Arcane Mage had. Yep, so we got some of the spells. We do not have all the spells, unfortunately, because A, that would have been impossible to fit that all in the spell bar anyway, and B, because they're just not all in Elden Ring. They don't have easy similar representatives in this game. So we don't have Arcane Explosion. I could not think of any spell that was equivalent to Arcane Explosion, that being a offensive close-range spell that blew up in an area around you and could be cast repeatedly. The closest thing that comes to it is the incantation, the Force Explosion one. I forget, it's called Rejection or something. But it's just not the same. I'm also mostly just focusing on the core spells of the Arcane Mage, going up to World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King. I'm not going to do all the expansions. There's just too many spells. And I tried to avoid a lot of the talent spells, because remember, later on in World of Warcraft, they added a lot of alternative spells that you could pick up, and those would be like extra little damaging things. Like there was a spell that would shoot like a little ball that would regenerate mana. There was one that would like burn enemies, like create a little spell field, and like all these little things, but they were not core spells. They were secondary spells. They were optional. I'm not focusing on those, and most of them can't really be... They're not really in Elden Ring. There's a couple I was thinking of doing, but I decided not to. As it is, I think it's going to be difficult just casting all these spells as is. Okay, so this is my first time doing any kind of magic in Elden Ring, so this is going to be more than just your typical run. This could be a challenge run. I'm not familiar with spellcasting at all in Elden Ring. I haven't done anything of this sort yet, so this ought to be interesting. And it's not even an optimal mage build, so because there are definitely more things I can do to make this build work better. You know, better options for talismans, better everything. All that stuff, but I'm deliberately ignoring a lot of it because I'm just trying to focus on what were your options in World of Warcraft now. So what was I saying? So yeah, I am deliberately using less exciting looking gear because, you know, this is sort of like the lower levels of World of Warcraft, right? I won't actually start getting the more colorful, fanciful stuff until later, and a lot of those robes in early World of Warcraft, even up to 60, were actually pretty reasonable looking. They weren't crazy. So I'm starting out with the more basic looking stuff. Same with staffs. I'm not trying to use the best staff for these particular spells. I'm just using whatever works. Trying to pick out every perfect staff that has that matches my spells perfectly is going to drive me nuts as it is. And plus, mages don't dual wield staff. So, sorry. Not going to do it. It's not an option in World of Warcraft. It's not an option here. The only reason I have this dagger here is because you could... I know you would actually have a staff. You'd either have a staff or you'd have a one-hand item and maybe an orb in the offhand, but since I can wield a staff in one hand, I'm just going to do it this way, and honestly, the dagger does jack all for me. You know, I probably shouldn't even bother with it. Maybe I shouldn't even bother with it. Oh, right. That's okay. Okay, that's why I had it there. Yeah, that's why I had it there. It throws me off too much because I'm so used to pressing L2 for the casting the spells. So, but then you got to do this button. The square button is attack for me anyway. The way I bound my controller. So I'm just doing it because I'm just used to it. Plus, there's a chance I am not going to be able to use Blink. I might have to use Bloodhound Step in place of Blink. I mean, it's very similar in functionality, really. And because I just can't imagine going like this every time I want to use Miriam's Vanishing, Blink. I have to cycle through all these spells before I get to it. So I may have to eventually resort to using Bloodhound Step to serve as Blink. Okay, first time. Shit. Just. All right, I should be using. Okay, so Arcane Blast. Stars are ruined. No, Arcane Missiles. Arcane Missiles. The Arcane Barrage. I'm not using. I gotta go through all these spells before I can use Blink. I blink. Nope. Oh, wow. Okay, that's why I was going to use Lusas for that spellcasting speed. That didn't even work. So much for blinking. Wait, did it work? It looked like he hit me anyway. Okay, blink. So, Arcane Blast. Arcane Blast. And then Arcane Missile. Ooh, this is... God, I need something else for... I need to find a faster way to cast. Okay, you're dead now. Oh God, this is the first fight of the game. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be entertaining. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. This will be fun. I mean, I'm still gonna have to do all this dodging crap, but what can I say? I have low HP. I can't afford to take... Oh, boy. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought would happen. So, Blink is not very instantaneous, is it? Okay, Terra Magica, I got some distance now. And let's see if this makes a difference. Oh, is it even reaching him? No, of course it isn't reaching him. Arcane Missiles! Whoops. Yeah, I might have to just use... How did that reach me? Yeah, I can really see myself using Bloodhound Step more often than this. Because this is trying to switch to... Oh, poo-poo. Geek. Trying to switch through all these spells just to get to Blink is fun. Whoop, I didn't want to do that. Okay, Arcane Blast. I don't think that'll reach him. Oh, yes, it did. You do two... Actually, you do 3 Arcane Blasts. And then... Arcane Missile. And you'd only use Barrage if you really needed to, if you didn't have anything else on cooldown or wait, no, was it Arcane Barrage? It was Arcane Blast. Oh, alright, actually I think you finish off with Barrage. You'd finish off with Barrage, and then every now and again you'd get a free Arcane Missile cast. Did that even reach him? Maybe. Yes, it did. Okay, yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun time. My first mage build in friggin' Elden Ring, and it's this one. Ah, yes, Cliff Watcher dude, my old friend. How shall we knock you off this time? Let's try with an Arcane Blast. See ya. I missed. Okay, let's try this again. My hit stats is too low. There we go. Have a nice flight. I almost had a nice flight. Wow. Whew. Close. Hey, this is here. I forgot about that. Oh. Fleeting microcosm doesn't have a lot of range, though. Blast! Blast! No. No. Okay, I know it's not Miriam's Vanishing, but I don't know what to tell you, man. I have a dedicated spell for Bloodhound Step. So it's quickly turning out to be my stand-in for Blink. Eek! Arcane Barrage, which sort of moves more slowly than the real Arcane Barrage, but I mean, I don't know what to say. It's two swirling balls of energy. That's what Arcane Barrage is, I think, if I remember correctly. Whoa, where's that spell going? Oh shit. That's not good. Blink! Blink, damn you! I can't tell if I actually blinked just then. Okay, I need to go down here. Now, even though this is an Arcane Mage build, obviously I'm not going to be able to be perfect every time. Like, I'm going to nail every spell exactly the same way I'm supposed to, but I don't know what to tell you. It's not only is it not, this is really not an optimized build, but it's like the first time I'm running a mage at all in Elden Ring, so yikes. Okay. So I would not know what would be the mage's code in World of Warcraft. Who would they focus on? I don't know. I don't quite remember. Yes, I played a mage for vanilla, and what the? You chased me all the way over here? They never chased me this far. That's the first. Weird. So what would be, what would be the arcane code? I played the arcade mage through vanilla, yes. But by the time BC and Wrath came out, it was really just more of an alt. I mean, yeah, I played it through, but I didn't really focus that much. I just, leveled them, got some decent armor, just to say I did, because playing a mage was kind of different from all the other classes. But I didn't really focus on all the lore and all that stuff. So I don't quite... And then later on with the later expansions, it was like, whatever, get to max level, go raid finder, get some quick armor, call it a day, sort of thing, right? So I'd only really focus on story stuff with my main, and early on, that would be my shaman, but after that, it ended up just being my paladin. I ended up playing them through, and I don't even remember all that stuff. That was a long time ago, remember? And I really stopped paying attention to any of this lore stuff by the time we got to Mists of Pandaria, because by then it's just like, okay, these guys are just doing whatever the hell they want. And if you've seen any of my previous videos, you know my rants on, on writers changing work. Because remember, I worked on a writing team. I know what this stuff happens. I just like, I don't care. I can't keep up. I know what happens. People do whatever the hell they want. New writer comes in, new editor comes in, and then it's just like, it stops. The first guy who creates the story, they know what they're doing. You respect what they're doing. After that, it's just people trying to push their fan fiction. And that's what happened to me. That's what I keep hearing in the industry. I'm sure it happened to World of Warcraft. Mind you, I'm not knocking the novelists. I'm sure the novels were great. They were good writers. I just didn't read them. So I couldn't pay attention anymore. There's just too much stuff going on there. Retconning this and that for every novel. New expansion comes out. Everything changes. It's like, oh, I can't do this anymore. I forget what the spell was called in World of Warcraft, but the one you could put on the ground. Arcane Blast. Arcane Blast. Usually by this time there's proc. And I have not been hitting him this whole time, and I've been looking like an idiot. And he's like, nice light show. But I'm going to go back to watching a road. I'm bored. Look Look at that. He was just looking at me to just slowly turned away. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's nice, buddy. Right, come over to my little thing that just despawned. Okay, fine. Oh, this is working much better. Oh, I should have just done that this whole time. That works so much better. Nope, I didn't mean to. Nope, I didn't want to do that. Okay, so using Bloodhound's Step is not that Blink, not Bloodhound's Step, it's Blink. There we go. Honestly, that actually kind of went like how it would actually go in World of Warcraft. Don't screw around so much, just cast, man, just cast. But I decided, since I'm focusing more Wrath of the Lich King-ish and early on, I decided I wanted to focus more on, arcane missiles, arcane blast, that thing. Because that's when arcane really grew into something, was in Wrath of the Lich King. Because before that, it was kind of, I don't know what you call it. It was a build that had its benefits, but compared to what you could do with fire and ice, it was like, why would you ever bother? Which I discovered after leveling an arcane mage. I totally regret it now. It's definitely better to level with frost, which is way better for PvE, but arcane mage had its uses. It was more of a secondary class. You'd go down the one tree, frost or fire, and then you get your sort of practical abilities from arcane. And you'd look at them and think, well, I wish I could go further down the arcane tree, but that was really the main use of arcane. It was like wishing you could go further down it after you got down frost or fire. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I don't see anything. I don't see any more singers. Oh, shit. Okay, mage on mage violence was not a good idea after all. That'd be more exciting. This is just annoying. There aren't any more singers left. Where the heck? How am I supposed to bring her down? Oh God, you son of a... You sneaky little... Well, now you know. If you ever take this long, there's one all the way back there. Okay, there you are. Let's make sure. I'm gonna need some... I need to spam some... Wait, don't go... No, apparently doesn't last that long, the free spellcasting. Oh, boy, this is gonna suck. I don't want to do that again. Oh, boy. But now we get to have a show. Aha, my spells versus yours. Oh no. Oh boy. Going to go back to dodging. I can't afford to waste any... Oh, shit. I can't afford to waste any mana at this point. Oh, I knocked her down. Maybe. Looks like this is the strat, boys. But I have no mana left. Okay, well... Looks like we are going to have to go for... Wait, can I even do melee attacks? I should be able to. How can I do a melee attack? Oh right, it's a strong attack. Oh, this is so stupid. This is really stupid. Actually, this totally happens in World of Warcraft too. You totally run out of mana and you're forced to go melee with the. Actually, no, you'd have a wand if you were. 17, 8. Okay, this is hopeless. Yeah, this is hopeless. I got nothing. 17 HP. This thing is fully. Is it fully leveled? Huh. Stupid. I mean, I have the dagger, but I mean, it's not leveled. Yeah, this is going exactly how I expected it to go. Holy crap. She has so much magic resistance. Oi, oi. Oh, she avoided. Oh my god, she still has so much HP left. Oh. This is why they say she's strong against... She's resistant to arcane spells or magic damage. This is what they meant. Good lord. Even World of Warcraft arcane specific enemies weren't this resistant. Or maybe they were, I don't know. I can only think of one boss that was heavy on like arcane. There was like a raid boss where you needed arcane piercing or... Actually no, I'm wrong. You needed arcane resistance. Go away, Bloodhound. Oh, right, I have your abilities. Okay, what am I gonna do here? What am I gonna do here? What am I gonna do here? I can't keep using... I'd have to use all my Starlight Shards. Yeah, this is not gonna work. And by this point, I'm just dodging like normal. Oh. I'm gonna have to go back. No, I can't do melee again. And I cast, for some strange reason, my lock just fell off her for no reason. Okay, so it looks like we're back to bonking. Well, at least I have the mana to use Bloodhound's Step, or Blink, otherwise known as. Ooh, wait a minute. This is actually sort of stunning her. And that doesn't hurt. Oh, frickin' dragon. Okay, I gotta just get rid of the stupid dragon. We just gotta get rid of the dragon. Good. And here comes the troll. Oh, gee. This is so not gonna work. I don't exactly fight Renala like a million times, so I don't really familiar with her. Oh, I'm out of healing. Okay, that's it. I've had enough of this. Where are my actual... I have an actual leveled weapon. You know what? I should really be using the dagger if I'm going to do this. At least it's faster. Yeah, but it's not stunning her now like the staff was. Yeah, okay. Ugh. Oh, that was so stupid. Go, 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 go. Okay, let's... Nope. Wait, actually, no, wait. Yeah, I want to use that. That is okay. Get Perfume Trisha in here. Actually, I didn't really need to summon her, but I don't know. I just felt like I really need you dead. That's just all to it. Ooh, pretty spell. What are you doing? Trisha, you are not helping me. Yeah, I know I should be blinking. I'm used to dodging, I don't tell you. Damn, this spell does not go as far as it... Okay, well, it's not a fireball. The fireball would have, like, the highest range, I think. Oh. Stop missing. Trisha, do something. The one spell I can't attack you with, you use it. Fine. Okay, God, right. Well, that sucked. Oh my God, I used up so much of my time. Oh. So yes, I know I should be putting in vigor, but what can I tell you? The World of Warcraft mages had like low HP, so no vigor. Can't put any points into vigor. Once I max out endurance, or when I max out mind and int, then I'll start putting points elsewhere. But until then, we are on. Actually, that'd be kind of accurate to how mages worked. I'm not fighting you. I do not have time for you, unfortunately. And you're like a super rogue. Actually, no, you're more like a regular rogue. So you actually probably dominate me. No, don't want to fight a rogue. Sorry, don't have time for you. Got stuck too long on Renala, so we got to move on. Renala? Rolana? Rolana? Renala. I think that's Renala. I think the first one's Renala. Okay, you should go down quickly because you're fast, but you also tend to stand around a lot. Especially in that second phase, so let's get all set up here. We will start... Actually, no, we're not going to use Terra Magica at first because you're too mobile. Probably just going to use Stars of Ruin for the first phase. Maybe we just summon you. No, I don't want you to have any bonus HP. Okay. Sort of semi-blink. Ow. Oh shit. Whoop, I forgot to... I have my mage armor. Okay, that's not going to work for you against the mage, dude. Crap, I didn't get a chance to really... Damn it. I did not get a chance to cast my spells. Definitely not how Mage would normally do it, but this is not exactly a normal fight. Shit. I mean, there's no fights like this in World of Warcraft. At least not until later when they start adding more mobility effects. They started adding mobility into fights more when they added the demon hunters, and that was a class that actually would have to move and dodge and all this crap. But no, I have decided that, instead of doing Grim Reaper, because, ultimately Grim Reaper is just, a guy with a scythe, I have decided that should be Sister Freed. Can I make it? We go up, we go up, we go up as it comes down, and down. Almost got it! So close. For mages. I'm probably just going to have to do a Shard Spiral. Just spam that a whole bunch of times. But he also moves a lot, so this... okay, what... Oh, shitballs. Holy shitballs. Jesus. Why did I use a flask? I don't know, I just see... I'm so programmed to, use a flask by this point, I just use one. Oh, okay, well, I mean, good timing on that blink, but it was still right in my way. Jeez! This is tearing him to shreds! Whoop, not tearing me to shreds. I am a glass cannon, let's not forget that. Although it's nice to know those damages. Ow. And of course I'm dodging instead of using. Right. What can I say? I'm used to dodging. Get out of the way, you stupid pizza shield. Why did I say pizza? It's not a pizza shield. It's a lid for the kiln. Holy cow. This damage is insane. Okay, we're gonna shoot you in the nose. This is actually really funny. It looks like you're shooting in the nose when you do this. Oh shit, no, 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 no. Blink, 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 blink. Oh crap. Actually, wait, no, I don't have to go under it this time. Wow, it's nice to not be using a sucky build for a chick. Well, okay, it's not the strongest build I've ever used, but it's also... Okay, no, I want to aim at his eyes. Whoop. I did not notice that one. I gotta use my buffs for a change, okay. Now, I want to hit that eye. Right, I should really just be using Spiral. It would go through. But it's so slow. Eek, 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 eek. Oh shit. I can't see. But that should finish him off. Holy cow. I mean, I know about how Spiral does rip-roaring damage on large, slow targets, but still, holy cow. Even, I mean, you can know it's going to happen, but it's still amazing to see it in action. Like, wow. Because there's too much to think about here. Normally, I'd just polymorph one, then focus on the other one. And then freeze it. When the other one gets close, you freeze it, and then keep focusing on the other one until it's dead. And by that point, you can deal with the last one. And then you're probably out of mana by that point, but at least you'll have it down to one. It can get funky until all your spells cool down, but... Or you just go invisible and let them reset. Well, no. If you reset them, the second guy would respawn, but... Okay, so I doubt I can just stand in one... Well, maybe I can do it from the beginning. If I can sneak off to the side... and have them spawn in when I'm back here. So we'll cast this. We'll try and get Shard Spiral to line up on them. Or I can just stand here and take hits like an idiot. Yeah, that didn't work. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, they're not big enough to spam shard spiral. Well, at least the spells are doing good damage. Not so much for Blink being any of use there. Hit him both, hit him both. Oh no. Damn it. And of course he can dodge it. Yeah, fine, cast that. Go ahead, stand in one spot while you cast your spell. That's fine. Oh shit. I don't have time for sass. Damn it. I'm using too many potions. Flask. Flask. Why do I keep saying potions? I know they're called flask. Okay, gotta get rid of you before you summon your friend. Okay, that actually saved me. Shit. Okay, I know you're behind me. And yeah. Crap, that was actually going well. That's right, you go Super Sign and buff up. I cast spells on you. And Trisha's already dead, so it really didn't make a difference. I cast her. Well, okay, she made a difference. But not that big a difference. Okay, no. Move! I get it. Your potion, you don't have mana. It doesn't mean you need to stand there for that long. Yeesh. Okay, I was going to try and cast Terra Magica while he was gone, but he had already come back, so just keep spamming, just keep spamming. Just keep spamming, spamming, spamming. Okay, why am I messing around? Just keep spamming. I don't need to do any more buffs or anything. This is over. Okay, yay, it's done. Yay, we're awesome. Yeah, okay, moving on. So, ignore this guy because I just don't have the time. And that actually went pretty well. With, I'm going to try to avoid summoning anyone. I think Malakath can go pretty fast. He doesn't have that much HP. So, okay, go like this. Do this to avoid the fireball. Wait, I pressed it. Oh, that was close. He was right on top of me. And this time, you... I want him. Yeah, I don't have... This guy has a lot of really fast executing abilities. And my blink stand-in is not fast enough to go off before you can get his attacks off, so... are you doing? Get over here. No, wait, don't get over here. Go away. I don't like you. Why did he not use the flask? I was hammering the button. Come on. I have decided I'm gonna fight him straight up. No tricks, no nothing, no sneaking around behind him. I don't like this. This is not a smart move at all. But I know people want a good mage fight, so here goes. We are just gonna fight him. I'm just gonna fight him straight up. Let him finish talking. Spell for spell, blow for blow. So here we go, mage fight. That said, I knew the spell would interrupt him over and over again. So it's not really a fair fight. Because I knew that would happen. I knew that would happen. No, I said go through. It's like I'm gonna be spamming Stars of Ruin again. And he's not even near me yet. Stop spamming those attacks. Actually, that's not spam. Well, it was a good start. And I'm spamming blink. I mean, it's really more like a dodge at this point, but... Okay, casting speed, definitely important on this one. I'd like to cast another spell, but he's not giving me a chance. Okay, finally phase 2, but this is gonna be something. I don't think I can afford to use... I gotta dodge normally because my timings on him just are barely good enough as is. Fuck, muggers. press the button. Come on. Oh, I'm not dead. Alright, well that was pretty close, and I do not want to... I'm really not enjoying this. So I'm gonna call some help in because that's, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it tonight. I just roast him. Finally. Yay! Jeez Louise. And now I gotta deal with the other it's just, this night's gonna be full of really annoying bosses, honestly. And again, if this was World of Warcraft, I'm technically supposed to have a party of adventurers with me. You know? Yay. There's still a whole nother boss though, even though I don't care if I beat it or not. So as far as I'm concerned, that's it for this one. But there's another fight, so... What is he? What's going on here? Why am I spinning around like crazy? I didn't even jump. What the... Eh, not bad, actually. I mean, I'm totally out of mana, and that's the end of it, but not bad, considering. And while the camera was absolutely screwing me over in for the first little bit there, so... Oh, these stupid things. Okay, normally this doesn't hit, those don't hit me, so... Yeah, okay, whatever. Considering I had, like... Okay, at the beginning there, I was like, you saw the camera was going all over the place like crazy. It was, like, really screwed me up. Because otherwise, I probably would have had a potion there. Well, I would have been out of mana. Anyway, so that was actually not bad. For, like, one potion, or one flask left. Okay, so, let's see here. Oh, I didn't put on... I don't have Terra Magica. Pooh. See how it goes. Now, let's see. I can actually just spam Stars of Ruin, so maybe that will be enough. He's got a good bit of... Oh boy. He's got a good bit of magic resistance. And now he's got... And now he's taking cover behind the gravestone. Crap. Now I gotta do this, do that. Nope. He is being weirdly passive. No, that is not the button. I didn't press that button. Come on. I didn't press that button. Come on. Come back, attack me. Attack me. Because then she can hit you in your ass. Damn it. Still, this is much improved over last time. Okay, well that was just lucky. He got stuck on a stone. For some reason, he decided to, I'm going to stand behind the stone. And maybe that he'd give him cover or something, but then he couldn't move. He took a hit, so anyway, it's over. Highs and lows and all that stuff. And that is the end of Mage. Huh. Huh. You win some, you lose some. What can I say? So, I just... It is not as bad as Millennia, but Millennia, well, I didn't end up even beating her. It took like 40 minutes and didn't even come close to beating her. So, I can't do that with Mesmer, because then that's it. That's how the run, how the build ends. And I won't be back until next week. So, gotta give it my all. Good draw, Andreas. Yes, hold his attention. Do your job. Stop casting! Yes, get aggro. Oh shit, hurry. He's almost dead, he's almost dead. Damn, Andreas. Oh wow, I guess if they're a small, fast boss, you can hold them just fine. But larger bosses, not so much, I guess. Wow, you're handy. What is gonna work for him? I don't know. But I am probably gonna need help. Yep. No, not. Why do I have golden vow equipped? I know I should be using blink here, but my timing, my dodge timings on him, that's just what I know. I gotta use that. Well, it's nice to know I finally have something that can go through that. Okay, those two spells are crap. Yep, that's what I thought. Let's try this one more time using the actual spell, the spell that was actually doing something. Because the other two, nothing. Shardspark just goes through him too quickly, and Microcosm, he takes one swing of his swords and it's out of range. So we are just going to stick with. And obviously, no point using Terra Magica. I'm never going to be standing in one spot. Okay. Come on, do your spinny thing. Nice to have an actual counter for when he's up in the air like that now. Huh. That's fine. As long as it doesn't happen again. Or I can just use the broken rune will cure it. No, that was my mistake. I actually could have stopped that there. Son of a frickin' bitch! And he beat him! Andreas beat him! There. Wait, no, the spell's gonna go off. The spell's gonna go off. Come on! Even when I actually win, it kills me. Oh god, what a weird night. But it's basically gonna come down to avoiding waterfall dance, which for some reason is extremely hard with this build because, or at least I think it's because one little hit from waterfowl dance and I freeze, I get hiccup. Oh, there she goes. Dance, baby, dance. Ooh, the damage is actually getting through. No, 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 Andreas, gain aggro. Andreas! Okay, so far so good. And that would have killed her. Shit. That would have killed her. She would have been dead. Oh, crap. And I ran out of mana. And again. That would have killed her. Son of a bitch. Okay, I have no choice. I actually have... No! Wait. Were they even doing damage with her? Boiled down to 1 mana potion, and it would have killed her twice over. Oh, that, like, not even, just 2. So I got those extra potions for nothing. I didn't even need them. I still have some left over, and my build didn't change. I guess the only thing that made a difference that I actually used... She got stuck against the wall, that's it. Andreas pulled her against the wall, she was stuck right in the corner, and I was able to spam Microcosm. There's really not much to say there. That's it. That's all that made all the difference. Pretty much got lucky. She got stuck in a corner, and I was able to spam Microcosm over and over again. Have some fun with it. Because really, at this point, I don't think there's anyone left to kill. That's it. This is we are now finished. Man, you're starting in hardcore, Senasax. You're just going full bore right from the beginning of the fight. And my spells aren't even reaching you. So now you're just making me look bad. Wow. Double forks. You alright, Andreas? That looked pretty rough. Well, he didn't get staggered, but them corkscrew barrages really did a number on the dragon. Wow. Of all the things I have done so far in Elden Ring, all these crazy builds and everything, of all the special abilities, effects that would do the most damage and do, like, absolutely own a boss, the spell, the 2 little spinny stones, is the thing that actually, like, rips these bosses to shreds in the most amusing fashion. Like, who would have thought?